Are we on?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, since we had our kitchen fire, we're a little bit short on light, so I've had to rig up some very basic building light. So I wanted to do our little groceries, getting the groceries, and have to start off. I have to show you the way that they at Alturas. This is where we get these kind of groceries. Get at Alturas, and Alturas. I have to congratulate Alturas on their staff, because their staff are just incredible. They are so polite, they're so helpful, and all with a smile. So they've made this box up. This contains most of our groceries. Now, a lot of the of what we bought this month. And where did I put the honey?
What?
Where did I put the receipt? Okay, I'm back. This is the receipt. Now, it's a long receipt this time because what I've been doing is I've been laying in some stores just in case things run short, and or the restrictions should be coming so that we can't go. Now, recently we had an unexpected, went to the bank, found that the bank were closed for, let me say, from the 4th, that's this month, from the 4th until the 13th, just no bank, right? So they were still doing the ATM, so obviously there's people working in there, but they closed the bank down for that time and said it was for the I won't mention that that code word because probably get myself in jail with the powers that be. But anyway, they closed down, all for our good health, of course. So what I did was I decided that I would lay in some stores. Now, believe me, I had a big fight on this because we don't have the same opinion. Beth and I don't share the same opinions all the way. But anyway, well done the staff at Alturas. So put it back there. Look at this, do such a great job. I'm just going to throw it down there for now. So this is what these are some of the little things that I get which we should never have, but because Beth loves them. Beth?
Yeah.
Did you want to come and get some of these?
Yeah.
I better open the pack, otherwise if she's not supervised, she'll end up eating all of these. Are you going to eat 2 of these?
Do we have the other one?
Which one's that?
The Fuji bar?
No, we don't, darling.
You said you didn't buy any Fuji
Yeah, no,
bar.
don't come and hijack my receipt. Take those.
Okay.
Okay.
This is all you bought?
She will hijack the video and suddenly we'll be doing it for a different reason. I don't know, painting the wall or something. So anyway, for this one I got a bit distracted because I wanted to just buy a box of the two main lifesavers in the case of sudden shortage, and that would be, well, let me see, I want that stuff like this. I'm out of the picture, I know. But stuff like this, sardines or sardinas as they're called. What I did was I bought a box of sardinas. That's about 150 of these, and I'll show you the box. But I also bought probably 20 of these. So looking there, I got toothpaste. So I didn't really get everything that I needed. I'll tell you what the prices were of those things. So if I always do these shopping grocery videos for people who might be thinking about coming out to live in the Philippines, and they want to know, well, what are the basic things, you know, like if you're over 60s, are there any public toilets? No. So what you have to do is you have to go into places like, well, Alturas would be the only one where you could go in, or any of your favourite restaurants, places like that, in order just to use the toilets. So things are different, and in order to do that you'd have to have a mask and a stupid face shield. So what did it cost? Let me see. Now the chocolate drink, I think we had 3 of these. So 3 of these. Beth just hijacked one. I get them for her, and they were, let me see, actually they're quite expensive. They're $255 for, I think, the 3. So pork beans, a 230 can, yeah, so that I could just load back in my cabinet. I did buy quite a few of this kind of thing, and I did buy some of I bought some of these easy opening cans, and these are slightly larger than the one like this. See, so sometimes for a snack I'll have a can of beans, put a can of beans in the pan, and usually some corned beef as well. And the corned beef is about this size, sometimes a little bit smaller, and they're quite expensive. What am I looking at? Yeah, I can't understand a lot of this, but all of this and the 150 cans of sardines and the 48 cans of corned beef, 48 cans of corned beef and 150 of the sardines, and my bill at the end of that was $5,164. See, so it was quite a lot more than we normally spend. Beth particularly wanted me to get drinks, and I got a lot of different drinks for her because she's not feeling that great, and she wanted some. Well, these are it's water. I really wanted to buy some salad stuff. I got the onions, and I got tomatoes, but they didn't have any lettuce. Now this is one of the things that you might find as a visitor, or as a recent newcomer, foreigner. You might find this a little bit inconvenient, but hell, see what I've done now. I've gone and left this too long before I did this video, and because it's actually damned hot, look what happened. There's the butter. Okay. Oh God, I deserve everything I get. Oh, look at that. Well, we're in a hot climate, and I did, now that I think about it, I did leave we had to leave the truck out and the box was outside. So here we are. Here we are. This is the butter. We probably will be going without butter on this particular shopping trip. So let's put that over there. Okay, tomatoes. Fortunately, I don't think that the cheese doesn't get ruined as quickly as that. But anyway, here's that. Beth has actually on advice has promised that she is stopping coffee. Now, I told everybody, I know it's a waste of time, but I told everybody that they are not to give her coffee. And I know what will happen. She'll go down there and she will she'll pull the Filipino card, the Filipino daughter card, and she'll get what she wants. So there's no fooling myself that she's not going to have coffee. But she's not going to have it here. And because I'm a foreigner, and I think that once you make an agreement, you should actually keep it, I won't give her, because I'll say, well, we agreed that you were not going to drink coffee. I found out we were getting coffee. Let me see. This is how you buy coffee in the Philippines. Now, this is not coffee. This is energy, and it's kind of like a breakfast thing that has well, what does it have? It has milk, has a little chocolate, and oats. So it's not coffee. It's not going to make your heart beat faster. Okay, so that's how you would buy them. And since we started talking about her giving up coffee, I found out that the coffee is disappearing at an incredible rate, because she's drinking, would you believe, 9, and I think that this is an under-exaggeration, 9 cups of coffee a day. So here, when she's on, and I make her extra coffee because I think that I'm the only one giving her coffee. The Energen oats, this is really for me, but I know that she will drink it because there's no coffee, right? So she's not supposed to be drinking coffee because she's telling me that she can feel her heart beating faster, and it's not because she's seeing me in my underwear. So my solution to that is, well, I think the first thing that you should do is give up coffee. You have to experience it to know what a foreigner is talking about who is married to a Filipina. But hard-headed doesn't come into it. You know, in the movies we have Iron Man. Here in the Philippines, in this house, at least we have Iron Head, and she will do as she wants. And because of that, we often see amazing things. So I'm not complaining, but I wish, because I care, I wish she would give up coffee. So if you're out there and you know the dangers of coffee, write in and tell me. And if I can get her to listen for long enough without going to sleep, she usually goes to sleep if I talk for more than a few paragraphs. Maybe she'll listen and stop drinking coffee. So here's the few. I mainly did the baked beans because I'm the only one who will eat those. because what I found as a foreigner is that some of the things that I really love are like poison to Filipinos or Filipinos. So at one time, when we were getting a lot of boxes, I used to get some people, Americans, certainly not British, because British don't do the instant mashed potato, but I would get this instant mashed potato in packs, and nobody would ever dream of eating mashed potato here. I mean, they just wouldn't do it. So my mashed potato stash stayed intact and didn't get devoured. And also, these are safe. This is pork and beans. I don't know how they got the nerve to say pork, because what you get is you get 2 little bits of pork fat thrown in for, I don't know what, well, so that they can say pork and beans. But if you look at this and think, wow, probably get a big chunk of pork in there. No, you don't. No, you don't. Here's another one of the, she asked me particularly to get this kind of drink, and she will enjoy these, and I'm very happy for that. So I got her those. So there we are there. And that's the, get rid of that box. Oh, I'm disappointed about the, oh, that was one thing there. This, do I always forget what this is? Mango. This is mango, and it comes in very tiny little pellets, a little bit like if you've ever kept rabbits, you'll know that this is what mango looks like. It looks like rabbit poop. Okay. Fortunately, it tastes a lot better, I assume, having never taken a taste of rabbit poop. Well, why would you? So here's me tomatoes, and they are the best looking tomatoes that I've been able to buy here. Usually they're green, so they put a couple of red ones in there, and then the others are green, so you never know where the hell you are as far as them being ripe or not, or eatable or not. Tomatoes, it's a different trip in the Philippines. So I got eggs, as you can see, which will have to be washed now. But the other thing, I got my boxes of, well, here's my box. This one is my corned beef, Argentina corned beef, and there's 48 in this box, and it was around 1,000, and the box of 150 sardines. Well, where did that? It's gone. It's taken another flight. Yeah, there we are. So we give you those 2 unusual prices, because if you're thinking of laying a little food in, and we have found this, what can happen sometimes is the ATM will be out of order. So if you're going to worship at the great God ATM, you'll find that the ATM is resting, so you can't get any money. Now, you can't, if you don't have a credit card, we don't do the credit card thing. We have an ATM card for our Filipino bank, and we have, of course, an ATM card for my American bank, but we don't use them as credit cards. So now, the cheese is 50 pesos. Now where's the boxes? The expensive item. Ooh, 155 where is it, of the Sardines was, where is it, 1,950, so nearly 2,000 for that one box. And then where's the other box? I can't see the other one. Ah, wow, expensive. 1,552 for the corned beef. Now, this is one of the things that you might have to smile about and not get annoyed. When you're in the Philippines and you're shopping, if you want to get annoyed, that's the place to go, because you will come up against the fact, a reminder, it's easy to forget that we live on an island and everything is brought in. Like, we don't make Argentinian corned beef. It's brought in from Argentina. And it's bought here by the officials, the buyer for our tourists. And my thought is that sometimes when they go there, they buy what they can get. I remember stories about the Soviet Union where people would line for the entire day in a line which they have no idea what it's for. And this would be at the store, and they would get in the line, and whatever it was that was being sold at the time, they would buy it. So if they were there and they were hoping to get a few cans of sardines from Argentina, they would find that the queue was actually for shoes, and they thank their creator, and they would buy the shoes. Here it's not quite as bad as that, but you might find, like, I wanted to start eating salads, and I'll make them myself because they don't make them down at Nana's, which is where we eat. So I buy the onions and I buy the tomatoes, and then I ask for if they have lettuce, and they go away and they go to another place, and then the lady comes back and she's very apologetic. We don't have any, but the deliveries come at 2 o'clock, so if you would like to come back, I mean, just the thought of coming back for, I came back for that iceberg lettuce, have you got it? No, sorry, they were out of stock. That's what would happen. So here's my swag for my, what is it, 5,000, what's my total? My 5,164, and if you're from the States, you'll be trying to work out what the dollars were on that. We've stopped doing that now because we live with pesos, and that's what we actually have. So we don't think about anything like that. I just look at the price there and say 5,160, and I had a shock because I only came out with 4,000. So I got to go in and dip in my money and put 1,000 or 1,100 in out of my wallet, which always pains me. So that's my little adventure in groceries, and now I'll go and clean the butter up. Bye for now.